it together. I'm currently mid makeup application, so I'm just gonna go through these in the order of how I would actually use them. This is L'Oreal's new tinted balm with hyaluronic acid. I'm once again a victim of not ordering the correct shade. For some reason, when I was looking at the swatches, I thought light medium was gonna work on me. Clearly it wasn't. However, since this didn't really break the bank, I think I might keep this and try using it for some bronzing. Like I said, this is a balm. It is infused with hyaluronic acid, which if you don't know, hyaluronic acid is supposed to promote your skin's ability to retain moisture, which we all need. It does come with a mirror and a little puff. Oh, that's weird. I guess maybe since this was shipped from Amazon, the glue probably melted in the truck and the compact just came out. That's not a huge deal. I can always glue it back myself. Oh hey, it's me, up close. I'm gonna get right up in your face so you can actually see how this looks on the skin. I just read the back of this and it actually says that it can be used as a foundation, a concealer, or a bronzer. So it claims that it has a non-greasy feel and it is non-cakey finish, and that's true. This actually did go on really nice and smoothly. It didn't smudge any of my foundation or concealer that I already had on. It blended in well. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel greasy for sure. I would say it worked just as well as some of my other cream contouring products, although perhaps this one maybe has a more luminous finish than the one I normally use. Maybe the fact that I bought the wrong shade is actually a good thing. This is gonna work out in my favor. Okay, up next we have the e.l.f. Soft Glam Cream Blush in the shade Gumball. The packaging is a little deceiving because you may look at this at first glance and think this is a highlighter end, but that is just the color of the packaging. Here is our blush. This reminds me so much when I was a kid, my mom had a Mary Kay cream blush stick that looked just like this color, and I just remember playing with it all the time and being obsessed with it. I don't know why that memory just popped into my brain. We will do directly to the skin on this side, and on the other side I might try going with the brush or a sponge onto it and then onto the face. That blended out really seamlessly. It honestly, in a good way, doesn't really look like I put blush on. The only reason I would use the sponge instead of the applicator itself is sometimes when you use the makeup straight to the skin, it can kind of like smudge or mess up the makeup you have underneath. And that's when I would use a sponge or a brush. But this went on so well that I don't think it's gonna be necessary. Here's the blush up close. I think it's cute. Quick update because it was in fact not cute. Let me explain. When I'm filming, I don't see the monitor to see what I look like. I'm in my living room and the lighting is awful in here. It's very dark. So when I was putting the blush on, I went heavy-handed. When I finally watched the video back, I realized that it was a little bit too much. So I still stand by what I said about it blending seamlessly. That is what I loved about that blush, is that it blended in really well and it didn't mess up anything I had underneath. Since then, I have taken just a touch of concealer and dampened the tone down a little bit so it's a little more realistic and a little bit less clown, but that is not the blush's fault. That is the fault of myself and the horrible lighting in my living room. Okay, back to the program. So far, I'm so impressed with the way everything is applying and the fact that these are e.l.f. and L'Oreal. You can't beat the prices. I bought so many lip products that I'm not really sure how we're gonna test them all out at once. I'm gonna have to put background music on this video because Blaze and the Monster Machines is playing loudly in the background. I think I've shown this before, but this is the MCO View setting spray. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I think honestly for such a fraction of the price of the real thing that this is a really good buy. It definitely has a bit of an old lady smell, but it will finish your makeup off looking super glowy and luminous. All right, I have two brow products to try. Just now realizing that Ulta gave me the wrong color. This is ash brown, and this was also meant to be ash brown, but it's not. So I'll do one on each eyebrow. Once we see how they perform, layer it onto the other eyebrow to get a more cohesive look. I'm gonna start with the NYX Fluff and Snatch. I don't think I've ever seen a brow product with this type of applicator. It has the stability and thickness of a brow pencil, but it's coated with a sponge layer, so it goes on softer and a little more subtle. Yeah, I actually really like this a lot. Here it is up close. Next we are going on to brow inserts. It's a brow multiplying tool, so I'm wondering if that means this has like fibers in it. Oh no, not fibers. Does it? What is this? Multiplied brows. How? It's waterproof, smudge proof, up to 36 hours. Oh, so you do have the felt tip pin on one end with the 3 little lines to help you get brow-like strokes. And then you have a brush-on fiber gel. So I'm assuming that means it's actually depositing fibers on. Before I blame Ulta, I really should go back and look at what I ordered because obviously I've been known to make mistakes. I swear I chose the ash brown color. Speaking of Ulta, I made an online order. Ulta has like curbside parking. I almost always have a toddler in the car, and this time when I went to pick it up, the toddler was sleeping. So I really didn't want to go inside. I clicked on the button that said I'm here, waited about 5 minutes, nothing. So I clicked the button again, went through the whole process again, nothing. So I tried calling the front desk. When you call, it says, okay, press 4 for other options. And I pressed 4, and then it's like, you've selected nothing. And then just repeats the hours of business again. So then I Google Reddit Ulta employee forums with the topic of curbside pickup, and all of the people in there are complaining about how their stores that they work at, the system will glitch, and when people will check in, it'll be 45 minutes later before the employees actually know someone has checked in for curbside, whatever. Finally, I wake up my child to go inside. This is first world problem, it's not a big deal. I'm trying to be as polite as I can because I never want to be mean to a retail worker ever. I said, I checked in like 10 minutes ago. And the girl informed me they don't have any devices up at the counter to let them know that someone is there for curbside. So I said, oh, okay, I figured it might have been something like that. And then she kind of said, in a way to me that felt a little like very justified, passive aggressive. I've worked in retail before and I know what it's like when customers complain. But she kind of was like, plus, you know, when I'm the only one here, I can't leave the customers to go bring. And I'm like, yep, totally get it. My complaint is not with them, obviously. Ulta, what are you doing? Why are we even offering curbside pickup? You're not going to make sure it works properly in your stores. Here's brow inserts from Maybelline, pin side, the spoolie with the fiber gel, felt pin first, and then we will go over it with the spoolie. Am I crazy or are the colors the same? Is ash brown the same as blonde? I think this would actually be a wonderful product for someone who doesn't have a lot of brow hairs, since the gel does have very microscopic little fibers in it to help thicken and fluff up your brow a bit. It definitely, as soon as I went on with the gel, felt thicker, almost where it was like, there was tension as I tried to pull it through the brow. I really like both of these products. I think I'm probably gonna try using this one more often first, just because this is such a unique tip to me that I've not used before. Now we get to try 5 separate lip products, and I have 1 set of lips. These are the new stains from e.l.f. I'm gonna swatch them all on my arm so we can see the shade. And then I'm going to pick a color, most likely this pale pink, and apply to maybe like the top or bottom lip. And then I will do this next product on the other lip, and then we'll get to see a little bit of everything. So these are the e.l.f. Main Stain Lip Markers. They come in a good variety of shades. However, most of them do tend to go towards the brown taupe mauve level. This was the only one I could find that really gave off pink vibes. They're also super inexpensive. I think these were about $5 or maybe less a piece. The tip does come to a point, and then it has a paddle flat shape, so you can draw a line and then twist it and use that paddle side to sort of fill in your lip. Using the tip is not especially comfortable. It kind of doesn't feel great on your lips, but it worked. This is a beautiful shade, but I think with lip stains, it must just be impossible to get a very light, bright, bubblegummy pink. And the applicator is not especially comfortable to wipe across your lips. However, if it stains and it stays on for a long time and it does it at this price point, I think we can get over the lack of comfort for 2 seconds. There's no sign of it. Now we will quickly swatch these other 3 colors. We have Marvelous, Chai Me, and Gone Garnet. The Gone Garnet shade is actually really pretty. our last lip product is a Sachu product. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but Sachu is a brand that I really love. I think most of us learned about them on TikTok. They are the ones that make the lip stain that you put on and it's a crazy color and then you peel it off and it's a beautiful color. This is the Double Down Lip Definer in the shade Soft Pink. Make sure I have my liner side on the correct side. That actually turned out really pretty. This shade combo went together beautifully. It is a lip balm that has more of a lipstick consistency. So when you're looking up close, don't blame Sachu for the fact that I have not exfoliated my lips in a while, okay? I think that's so pretty. There hasn't been a single product that we've tried today that I didn't like. And then I have one more product we're gonna go over. Today was a win with the makeup. The final thing that I got recently from Amazon was brand new to me. It is a body mist that is meant to also moisturize. It is the brand Hetras. It's spelled H-E-T-R-A-S. It's called their Double Shot Perfume Body Mist in the scent Artist. The top notes are red apple, peach, and bergamot with a base of musk and sandalwood. As far as the moisturizing benefits, it has niacinamide, centella, leaf water, panthenol B5, ceramides, lipohydroxy acid, lavender oil, rose oil, tea tree oil, frankincense, sage oil, sweet almond oil, and camellia seed oil. How to use: spray an appropriate amount on the body or hair, then gently pat to help absorption. For hair, apply mainly to the tips to enjoy the lingering scent. Hopefully it smells good. The bottle's cute. Let me cover my coffee. Oh, there it is. Do I like that? This is a just got out of the shower smell. It's fresh and bright and it's reminding me of herbal essences for some reason. Let's try it on the skin. Okay, wait, when I put it on the skin, I don't know that I could really smell the bottom notes of sandalwood at all. Maybe that's just me. It doesn't feel sticky. It just kind of goes on and then the feel of it disappears. Hopefully this will linger throughout the whole day, but it's giving like a fresh, clean, just out the shower scent. These are all of the makeup products that we tried today. I really enjoyed them all. I think I was the most pleasantly surprised by this L'Oreal balm because I wasn't expecting to be able to use it. I think this is actually going to go in the makeup bag permanently and replace the current bronzer I have because I'm about to run out of that. This blush from e.l.f. is good. I have nothing bad to say about it. It is a bit redundant in my makeup bag, so this will probably be like backup. I really loved this Sachu pen. I'm going to continue to use this. Both brow products from NYX and Maybelline were great. Kind of excited to keep working with this NYX one because I said the applicator is new to me and interesting. All of these e.l.f. stains were great. These somehow hit a home run. Thank you for watching. I am going to link every single one of these products down in my description. If you want more of this kind of content, please subscribe and hopefully I will be able to do this more consistently. Gotta go pick up my kids from VBS and possibly go to the pool later. I hope you're all having a wonderful day and a wonderful summer.